All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So this Saturday is UFC 310. First and foremost, phenomenal card. This card is pretty stacked. A lot of excellent fights on here. So you know what about to do. I'm going to get into the main card, give my thoughts and prediction on each and every fight. So without further ado, kicking off the first fight on the card, we got Nate Langweir versus Do You Choi, Superboy. Listen, there's a reason this fight is opening fight on the main card. In my opinion, this has fight of the night written all over it. Do You Troy and his fight against Cub Swanson is in the Hall of Fame. If you never saw that fight, I highly recommend you go back and watch that fight. That fight was absolutely insane. And Nate Landwehr, man, this guy is entertaining. He's funny. Always comes to fight. I mean, you go back at watch his fight against David Oyama. Crazy fight. Now, I do believe Nate is gonna push a high pace. It's gonna be chaotic. And Do You Troy is more of a technical striker. So this is a very clash. There's a clash of different styles of striking. Nate Landwehr pushes a frenetic pace, and Troy is more of a type of fighter that likes to pick his shots, but he will get into a firefight if he needs to. And I believe Nate Landwehr is going to drag him into a firefight. And like I said, this has fight of the night written all over it, in my opinion. I'm going with Nate on this one. I believe he gets it done via decision. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this fight plays out. Next up, we got Bryce Mitchell versus Chrome Gracie. I believe this is going to be a clash of MMA Jiu-Jitsu versus traditional BJJ. Um, Bryce Mitchell, very unorthodox with his grappling, but he finds a way to secure submissions. I mean, he has, I believe he pulled off a twister against, I can't remember who he pulled it off against, but I do know he does have a twister submission victory under his belt. And Chrome Gracie, man, the last name says it all. Gracie, excellent BJJ. I mean, just world class, absolutely world class. And I'm very intrigued to see how this fight plays out when it hits the ground. Like I said, I believe there's a clash of MMA BJJ versus traditional BJJ. And in this fight, I'm going with Doug Nasty. I believe you're going to get it done via decision. I do believe this is going to be a high level chess match. Once it hits the ground, it's going to be a lot of transitioning. And I believe they're going to be jockeying for position back and forth. I do believe, yeah, Bryce. I think Bryce is going to get it done via decision. I could see that. I could see them nullifying each other on the ground, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But I'm going with Bryce on this one. If you're a fan of grappling, high level grappling, this is a fight for you. Next up, we got Cyril Gong versus Alexander Volkov. Two excellent strikers. You know, both gentlemen like to maintain distance and pick their opponent off from the outside. Now, we know Cyril Gong, his glaring weakness is his grappling. Obviously, he's been working on that. And Volkov does have some grappling skills on him. I believe he submitted Taito Ivasa. Listen, I believe it's going to be a toss-up on the feet in the stand-up department, but I do give an advantage to Volkov if this fight hits the ground, and I wouldn't be surprised if he attempts to test the grappling defense of Suragang. But on the feet is a toss-up in my opinion. But ultimately, I'm going with Volkov on this one. I think he gets it done via TKO. All right, next on the list, the co-main event. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian Machado Garry. I mean, Rakhmonov is an absolute monster. Dangerous everywhere. Phenomenal striker. Excellent submissions. Just overall, just an overall savage, in my opinion, man. The guy always comes to fight. He's always looking for a finish. He's not a fighter that's in there to win rounds. He's in there to finish his opponents. He has 100% finish rate. I mean, this guy is just excellent, excellent fighter to watch. And so is Ian Machado Garry, another excellent striker in his own right. Now, I do believe Rakhmonov is a much more well-rounded fighter, but on the feet, I give the advantage, a slight advantage to Garry on the feet in the stand-up department. But if this fight hits the ground or they get involved in any type of grappling scenario, I'm giving the advantage to Rakhmonov. With that being said, this is going to be an excellent fight. I can't wait to see how this fight plays out. But ultimately, I'm going with Rakhmonov via submission. All right, and in the main event, Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. This is going to be an excellent fight. Now, Asakura is a phenomenal striker. Legit one-punch knockout power. Excellent takedown defense. He's no joke. He's coming over from Ryzen. He was a champion over in Ryzen. And there's a reason he's getting a title shot in his UFC debut. I mean, go look up his highlights, man. This guy is nasty. And Pantoja, he's going to push a frenetic pace. Excellent black belt in BJJ. I mean, this guy's an absolute warrior. Does throw caution to the wind, but is extremely technical. Now, I do believe we're going to see a lot more of a measured approach with Pantoja, because Asakura has legit one-punch knockout power. And Pantoja can't afford to just rush in there and walk into a right hand or anything that Asakura throws at him. He's going to be a lot more measured, in my opinion. But Pantoja, if he manages to get Asakura down to the ground, take his back, it's going to be very, very interesting. I do believe he has a significant advantage in the grappling department if he manages to get this fight to the ground. But on the feet, I got to give the advantage to Kai Asakura, man. But we'll see how this one plays out. But with that being said, I'm going with Pantoja on this one. I believe he's going to secure a late submission, like a 4th round or 5th round submission. In my opinion, that's how I think this fight is going to end. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, this is an excellent main event, man. From top to bottom, the whole card is fire. Excellent, excellent fights from top to bottom. And also in the prelims, Dominic Reyes was Anthony Smith. And Dominic Reyes starting to get his groove back, started to get some wins. Anthony Smith still in there, still going strong, man. Absolute savvy veteran. We have Vicente Lucas in here. He's always fun to watch. Aljamain Sterling. Imavov. It's weird. I would have probably put this fight on the main card. Interesting. But nevertheless, this is an interesting fight. Because Imavov got some, just phenomenal grappling. Excellent striker as well. And we know how good of a grappler Aljamain Sterling is. Also got that unorthodox striking. Yeah, but this cat is he's on another he's on another level, man. Definitely a guy to keep your eye out on. Doesn't talk a lot of trash, just goes in there and he's just a tough customer overall, man. It's hard to look good against this guy. He's undefeated for a reason. Randy Brown, Brian Battle. This is a fun fight. That's a fun fight. Chris Wyman, uh, Eric Anders, your boy. Yeah, okay, that's another fun one. I ain't gonna lie, not gonna lie. Never saw those guys fight. Oh, Michael Chiesa, Max Griffin. I believe Chiesa has a significant advantage if he manages to take Max Payne Griffin down. But on the feet, I'm giving the advantage to Max Payne all day. Interesting to see how this one plays out. I think this is a classic grappler versus striker type of matchup. But I'm going with Max Payne. Oh, they got Clay Guida versus Chase Cooper. Ooh. Chase Cooper. Don't sleep on Guida. But obviously, Chase has excellent grappling, but don't sleep on Guida, man. Still going strong. Minus 1,500. That's insane. Kenny Injishuk. No, never mind. I already butchered the guy's name. We got Kennedy. Never saw this gentleman fight before. But yeah. But yeah, overall, man, that's some very fun matchups on the prelims as well. But overall, this card is fire. Phenomenal card. Yeah, I believe UFC 310 is going to deliver and then some. With that being said, that's my breakdown of UFC 310. And let me know in the comment sections below what you guys think about these matchups. Who you think is going to win. And until next time, you guys be safe and enjoy the fights. Peace.